here, authorized to serve on 4, but the ordinance says you can only serve on 3.
And we'll talk about that. Thank you. Mr. Tam?
Matthew Cardinale.
Hi, everybody. Matthew Cardinale, news editor, Atlanta, progressivenews.com. I am here to pick up where we left off last time in terms of discussing the Beltline Affordable Housing Trust Fund and the concerns as it relates to gentrification and displacement in this city due to the development surrounding the Beltline. And first of all, Ms. Sheperd, you had asked, you had made a statement about you didn't understand why we were rehashing something that happened 2 years ago that was, before you became chairwoman of this committee. And I wanted to talk about that because I can understand why you would feel that way. But the reason is this issue of the Beltline Affordable Housing Trust Fund, how those monies are being spent, and what we're going to do to address gentrification and displacement around the Beltline is really a microcosm of the same problem that we're going to see and are seeing in every development project in this city, including Fort McPherson. I wasn't actually here 3 weeks ago, but I did watch the video about Fort McPherson, and you hear the same themes over and over. So that's why when the Beltline and the ADA said, well, we absolutely cannot support 30% AMI, a requirement for 30% AMI because it's not feasible for developers. And I've been up here how many times? I'm talking about this, like 10. Well, the reason is because if we can't address that issue in this context, then it's just going to come up again and again and again. And I simply cannot believe and cannot fathom that their contention is true. And again, they claimed that they made a PowerPoint presentation, that the ADA made a PowerPoint presentation to BayHab and ran through some figures and some scenarios to show, well, I've seen all kinds of, you can do a lot of things with figures and scenarios, and I've seen the Atlanta Housing Authority do some really interesting things with figures and scenarios, and that's why I want to see them myself. I think this committee should see them. And, if it's not possible now, when is it going to be possible? It's the same issues over and over and over again. And the greatest need in this city is for housing at that income level. For the people who are working at Subway, for the people who are working at Starbucks, for the people who are working at Target. Those are the people who need affordable housing. And if we continue to create more and more market rate housing and condos, as well as so-called affordable housing for people making $20,000, $30,000 a year, they already have units that they can go get. So that's where the need is, and we really need to tackle this head on. And that's in addition to the fact that, Ms. Sheperd?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, this is really for
Go ahead.
in response to your questions.
I'm listening to you. I just wanted to make a comment to her. So.
Okay, I only have 5 minutes, so I want to make the most of it. Thank you. This is just in addition to the fact that the work of BayHab is supposed to be ongoing, that they're supposed to be monitoring the progress of the trust fund or lack thereof, and that they're supposed to be revisiting these recommendations like possibly every year. And so that's why I continue to talk about this. And especially the things that were in there in the original BayHab recommendations about displacement mitigation, inclusionary zoning policy, assistance for renters, property tax abatement. If you have a senior who's lived in a house all their life, their property taxes are about to go through the roof because of this Beltline. And, that's great if they want to sell their house. Maybe they can enjoy some of that, but otherwise they're not going to be able to keep up with the increased in the taxes. So as well as land banking, all of these need to be ongoing conversations. So I just wanted all of you to understand that this isn't about me nitpicking in regards to something a decision that was made 2 or 3 years ago. I'm talking about an ongoing issue in our city. And this is a new day. I mean, this isn't Jim Maddox's committee. This is Ms. Shepard's committee. And, you know, we were hoping for a new level of accountability, transparency, and I hope that is what we're going to get. And we need to understand how we got to where we are in order to go forward in the right way. Thank you.
Ms. Winslow?
Yeah, just real quickly wanted to, because we've got another committee meeting, public safety, but we did a housing seminar over in the Pittsburgh community on the 21st of May, and the way that they structured their monies for neighborhood stabilization was exactly what you're talking about for low-income residents, and they're going to be having a subsequent to the housing seminar that we had. There were people in the audience that were interested in moving into Pittsburgh, into purchasing a house, and so they took those persons' name. I think it was maybe 15 or 20 people out of the 75. So that is being addressed, I know, in that particular community. I'm not sure about the entire Beltline, but they are doing that, and I'd be happy to give you, any information you need in regard to, I think, income levels. I think somebody from the housing department has that information. So you and I have talked about this previously.
And we can continue.
Yeah, but I'm just letting you know it is being addressed, at least in that particular community. So I wanted to let you know that. And they have land bank properties along with the Annie E. Casey Foundation. The Annie Casey Foundation has land banks of properties
so it can be done.
Yeah, it is being done. It is being done.
Ms.
The word
Shepard,
just had not gotten out.
Okay. Ms. Shepard, did my comments today help you at all to understand my rationale for staying on this issue?
I heard you, Mr. Cardinale.
Okay. I hope that's a yes, right?
I heard your comments, yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's not a yes. That's unfortunate.
Well, it is a yes because I just said that it's being addressed in the Pittsburgh community. I'm not sure everywhere else, but I know it's being addressed there.
All right, are there any other?
No.
Okay. Thank you so much. Our motion to adjourn. Thank you.